Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Guardian of Nature? And yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, if you haven't then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins as we see a battle occurring in a faraway barren land, as a Chibaku Tensei rose from the ground, forming a new planet as it went to the space, forming Moon, which we come to know as Kaguya Otsutsuki, the mother of all chakra, was sealed inside of it. As we go down towards the earth where the battle had taken place, as we see a panting Hagoromo Otsutsuki and Hamura Otsutsuki there. Sensei, we're, we're done, right? Yes, I think the technique worked, my student, said none other than the Maelstrom, or also known as Naruto, the guardian of nature. Once Kaguya released the chakra in nature as a whole, the nature formed a being, a guardian for itself, because the nature came to a realization then. It could feel, breathe, and even get hurt, and in order to protect itself, it needed a guardian. And hence came Naruto, the guardian of nature. And during the years, Kaguya started to become corrupt, nature became weary, and Naruto, with the guidance of nature, trained and then found her two sons and trained them, building in their mind the paths they should follow, the path of peace, craving for it, and that they did. And once they realized that how wrong their mother was and how right their sensei was, they, alongside their sensei, fought and defeated their mother, sealing the said female on a new formed planet known as Moon. As they were now panting, "What are we going to do with the ten tails?" said Homura. I know something. It is formed of chakra. Chakra and nature are synced now, my students. You should split it, Hagoromo. Because of your Kakegenkai, you could be able to do it. Are you sure about this, Sensei? Hagoromo asked. I trust you, my student, Naruto said, with a smile on his face, as Hagoromo, with a new fine courage, did as he was told. With the help of his Rinnegan and his brother Hamura's Tenseigan, they were able to separate the 10 tails into 9 beings. The 9-tailed Bijus, all of them were born that day, and the husk that was left, Naruto opened a crater into the earth as earth devoured the husk in its core, where it will remain forever hidden until another Rinnegan user will come. I'm almost out of my chakra. You will give them names, my student, and tell them to trust humans, for I know that there will come a time when humans and Bijus will have to work together against Kaguya because she will return. How can that be? That technique is the best I created with your guidance, Sensei, Hagoromo said. Heck, nobody can break out of it. Even once I'm dead and gone, nobody will able to break it. There will be one born with the Rinnegan. You have to be careful because you can never be sure. You have the genes to carry on the legacy, and your legacy will carry on the Rinnegan in them as well. Beware, my student. That is a power that can be infected with hatred. Guide your children wisely. I will leave now, as I have to retire and sleep because I have lost most of my energy. As Naruto then crumbled to dust in front of his students as they bid their sensei goodbye because they knew in this lifetime they won't be able to meet him. Because before the battle, their sensei told them that in this battle he's going to use a large amount of his energy, which was coming straight from nature, and he will be put into a comatose state for who knows how long. It will be more than thousands of years before he woke up again. As they then bid their sensei farewell as they made their way towards the people and freed them from the infest Tsukiyomi that their mother casted, and formed a new village and gave chakra to the people and told Bijus that there will be a being that will protect them if humans become corrupted with chakra, because Naruto also told them of a possibility that it might happen. And sadly that did occur. Thousands of years passed as the fight began between two clans and was carried out throughout thousands of years. Their fight caught on with many other people. they were also involved with them, and hence began the warring era, in which clans will fought each other in order to get more leverage and respect out in the field, and will slaughter the other ones. And time passed until two clans, which were the foes who started it all, become friends and became allies, and formed a village known as Konoha Gakure no Sato. It was a village known as Hidden in the Leaves. After seeing this, many clans came together to join a band to form a village. Hence, 5 villages come to life: Konoha Gakure no Sato, Iwa Gakure no Sato, and Kumo Gakure, Sunagakure, and Kirigakure. These were the 5 major villages built with most populace as shinobi, and minor villages were also there. And something from Konoha's Hokage did a stupid thing, mainly. It was Hashirama who did the stupidest thing ever. Even if the nature was against it, he went against it and did it anyway. He, as a will and token of peace, gave bijus to the rest of the villages, in thought that they will use this and see this, that Hashirama wanted peace, but instead they feared his power to subdue the bijus, and hence formed armies to take them down, and Konoha as well. And his friend, the one who formed an alliance, Madara Uchiha, betrayed him as well. Hashirama took him down with the help of his wife, and the Kyuubi was sealed inside of her as an aftermath. And hence Konoha gained its own new biju, and the warring era began, in which wars would break out on a larger scale, in which many villages were involved, but Konoha somehow always came out victor. One war passed and Hashirama fell. Second passed and Tobirama fell, his little brother, and the second Hokage. Third passed, and Konoha became victor with less casualties, but casualty nonetheless. As after the third war, it was quite peaceful as we go towards Konoha now, as a lot of time has passed. It was the 10th of October in night time, as we go to a left side of Konoha in a cave where Kushina Uzumaki, the last survivor of Uzumaki massacre, was now in pain as she was about to give birth to her daughter Mito Uzumaki. As after the birth process was done, she was lying there tiredly, as Minato, her husband, the fourth Hokage, and the war hero of the third war, slaughtering the whole Iwagakure's brigade, earning him the moniker of Yellow Flash, was there, tearful and happy that his wife had made out healthily and okayly, and so did his daughter, his princess Mito. But Mito had something different about her. She was connected to nature to a next degree that caused Naruto to stir awake. As Naruto woke up, how can I feel such connection from a human? I must go and see this, Naruto said as he started to venture towards Konoha Gakure no Sato. A lot has changed. I guess it is true. Hagoromo and Hamura are no more. I cannot sense their chakra, but I can sense a little bit of chakra from the place where this residue is coming from. It's like their predecessors are here. I might meet them. Oh well, but I must check this out. As Naruto was starting to make towards his way towards Konoha Gakure faster, on the other side, Konoha was attacked. As Kyuubi was released, as Naruto was halted. What? Kyuubi? Why did it appear there? And why does it look like he's angry? I have to go now. As Naruto arrived there. Now how did Naruto knew? Because he was asleep at the time? In his dreamlike state, he could feel everything. What did it occur? What his students did? And he hoped that his students had told the Bijus who he was. As Naruto arrived at the scene just to see that the Kyuubi was about to stab two people. As Naruto, with a palm facing Kyuubi, said something, Mokutan, as wood started to come erupt from the ground and wrap around Kyuubi. Kyuubi for the first time was shocked because this Mokutan was more potent and these woods were more chakra absorbent and were not breaking down no matter how much he wriggled. He was able to smash through Hashirama's, who was known as the strongest Mokutan user, but this he couldn't. He looked towards the figure. He had green hair and green eyes, tan skin with 3 whisker marks on each cheek. He wasn't wearing any top, but on the lower back he wore black pants, bare feet, and a tiger skin as well. As Naruto then said, "QB, is that you? Who are you?" "Human. I'm not human, as you can tell. I am Naruto. I guess my student Hagoromo forgot to mention me." "How do you know that name?" "As I said, he and his brother Hamura were my students. I came here because I felt this child's connection to nature is to possibly the next level, closer to mine." "You, I know you. I remember now. Gigi mentioned that you were his sensei, that you are the guardian of nature." Those who heard, I mean literally the whole village heard the QB talk in his grovelly voice, because for the first time they heard the QB talk they were scared. Aside from Kushina, that is because Kushina heard its voice almost every day, threatening and all that stuff. The QB can talk, the civilian said. "And what does it mean? The guardian of nature, like a diary?" "No way," said a civilian from old times. "It is true then. Naruto-sama has returned. He has woken up from his slumber." "What do you mean?" "Sit down. I will tell you the story," said an old man as he was sitting in a shelter, a large shelter, the only shelter in Konoha where the whole village was, as he told the tale of Naruto, the guardian deity of nature, how he came to existence and how he became a legend. On the other side in battlefield, the QB visibly became less violent and calm as Naruto started to walk towards it, as the QB lowered its head, as Naruto patted the top of the QB's head, as everyone almost shit bricks there and had their jaws dropped. This person, claiming to be the guardian of nature, came out of nowhere and was patting the QB no Yoko, the incarnate of hatred, like it was a dog. "Ah, I see, son, you have been through hell. I was able to see but couldn't do anything. I apologize because of my weakness." "No, it's alright. I'm glad that you're back. I always felt comfortable because whenever I was lonely, I could say the same thing could be for the other Bijus because I knew you were watching over us. At least a small part of me believed that." "Well, that part was true. I was watching over you and the rest of your siblings. And I am quite disappointed that my prediction did come true, even though it was my second prediction. So QB, why don't you turn back into your normal form so we can go inside the village and talk to the said people?" As the QB growled, "I don't want to talk with them. Let's just go, Grandpa." As Naruto chuckled, "Oh, I'm a grandpa now." "Yes, since you're my grandpa's grandpa, hence, you're my grandpa." "Well, I guess you can say that. I am a lot older than you," said the man, which caused every shinobi to be shocked even more, and the masked person who was watching this was also shocked. On the other side, the plant-like creature who was watching this was now sweating and shaking with fury, rage, and with fear. "Oh no, he's woken again. Damn it. What can I do now? He will gather the Bijus. Damn it. I have to free Mother. I craved this path and created this plan and it was going so well and now he had to wake up of all the times. If it was later date, I would have done successfully freeing Mother. And he could have done nothing about it. Damn it. What can I do now?" "Zetsu, is everything alright?" said the masked person. "Yes, Master. We have to get out of here. That person is dangerous. I know him. He is the guardian of nature. Nature in person itself. He's the voice of nature. We cannot go against it." "Oh, and why is that?" "Believe me when I say this. When chakra was mixed into nature, that being was formed, as the legends say, and he's strong as the sage of the sixth path himself. He's the one who taught him. He's even stronger than him. What do you think will happen if we go against him right now?" As a voice from behind said, "You will probably die," as their blood ran cold in their veins, as it stopped for a moment as they turned around to see the green eyes glowing in the dark and looking at them. "You are will of Kaguya. I can sense her hatred within you. And you, whoever you are the reason for this. I will give you a chance because As you can see, nature always gives a chance to a person, a second chance. Don't betray me, Obito Uchiha. You have betrayed your home. Think about what your plan will bring to this world. Is this what she would have wanted? How do you know that? And how do you know her? Child, didn't that plant like creature just told you who I was? I was born even before the beaches, even before the Sage of the Six Spots himself. I can see, sense, and feel everything that the nature feels. And I can sense her soul, trapped there, crying, desperate for you to just move on, to be happy. You don't believe me? Then close your eyes and feel her cries. I will let you feel whatever she is feeling right now. Obito, don't listen! Shut up, Naruto said, as roots started to grow from the ground and wrap themselves around Zetsu. Zetsu was trapped. He couldn't move anywhere. The whole planet was keeping an eye on him. He was fucked. Whole massively planetary devastationally fucked. He couldn't go anywhere, literally now. As for Obito, he trusted this entity and closed his eyes, just to experiment and see what this show-off had to say. And he was shocked as he heard Rin's voice. Obito, stop this, please. Rin. And in his mindscape, a bright light appeared as he saw the entity standing there, and from behind him, Rin came, or her soul. I brought her soul from heaven. I guess I owe Kami a big one, but here she is. Just talk it out. I know you're a good person, Obito, but you are being used as a puppet by that thing, whose only mission is to free his mother, nothing else, and cause destruction to this world. As Rin nodded and told Obito what she did, and Kakashi wasn't to blame, as Obito cried and hugged her. As then something surprising happened. Obito reverted back to his kid self, the same age when Rin died and he supposedly died, as Rin kissed him and said something to him that caused him to move to tears. I will be waiting for you. Just don't die. Live a happy life. If possible, you can move on. But remember that I will always love you, Obito. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to tell you that when you were alive. I always regretted that after you died. Then I thought about a thing. When I was turned into the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails, to be detonated in our village, I wanted to die. I wanted to be with you. That is why I committed suicide. I wanted to be with you. When I came here, I didn't find you. And then Naruto-san told me that you were alive. And that is why I'm here. Now, don't go on me like that, Obito. Don't cry. Live a happy life. I'm sorry, Rin. I caused so much pain. I was about to destroy my senses, family. Well, son, you didn't. You have a choice now. To stand up and fight for good. You were once manipulated by evil. But now it's time you stand up and fight for what is good. We cannot let Kaguya be revived. Once we destroy his veil, she will return, I'm sure of it. Her seals are breaking either way. She will come here, and there is nothing you can do to stop her, said none other than Zetsu, who was now breaking free. As Obito then did something, Amaterasu, as Zetsu started to burn in eternal black flames until there was nothing left of him. As they returned back to the original realm, as Zetsu's body burned into crisp, nothing remained there. As Obito dropped his mask, revealing his half-mutilated face. It's alright, they will accept you. Just return. I will go there with you. How can you be so sure? Well, I guess you can say nature called, right? As Naruto was gone, his eyes watered. When he turned back to see what was occurring in the far away, he saw that Naruto was still standing there. His eyes were widened. He really is powerful, and I guess nature in a sense himself, as Obito came down here. Nature's call. Isn't that used as a phrase to go, for pay or something? That guy is weird. Maybe in old times that was used for something else. Obito thought as he arrived there. Hello, Sensei. As everyone's eyes widened, as Kakashi appeared in front of him, dropped his mask. Obito? Hey, Bakashi, how you been? And without a second thought, Kakashi hugged him and cried. I thought I lost you. Damn it, loser, don't go and die on me like that. I came and returned there, but I couldn't find your body. I thought that you were buried under the rubble. For 2 days I just digged and digged. I couldn't find your body. And Sensei came and took my unconscious form from there. I'm sorry, Obito. I let you down. I let her die. No, I met her. She guided me back. I'm sorry, Sensei. It's alright. Welcome back, Obito. You don't have to say anything. As Kushina walked towards him and bonked him on the head, still weak, but hugged him. You baka. I knew it was you from the beginning. I didn't believe it or wanted to believe it, but I guess you lost track. And now I know my guess was true. I was thinking why you lose your mind like this, Obito, and I guess it was because of Rin. Either way, I don't care. You're back, and we're alive and healthy and happy. As he looked towards Minato with wide eyes, as did Kushina, and cried, begging for their forgiveness. He knew then and there he will protect them. On the other side on Moon, Kaguya broke the last remain of her chain as Tonari came in. Don't you dare move out. I have the seals ready, and you will be back there again, Kaguya. As with a swipe of her hand, Tonari's neck was on the ground. Tonari was dead. Pathetic excuse of lower breed. I will go down there, and I'll deal with you once and for all, Naruto-kun. I can't believe you were once my friend. Once I told you to rule the world with me, you turned your back on me. You are the most powerful entity of that world, and I am a goddess. We could have been together. After I killed that bastard. And that, as for my sons, you guided them. I'm thankful forever for that, but you guided them against me. And for that I will have to kill you, and then I'll revive you. Because you still have a sweet spot in my heart, Naruto. My Naruto-kun. And then I will manipulate your brain so that you can truly be mine. And only listen to me. In due time, my Naruto-kun, just wait. I will be there, she said as she started to wait on the moon to gather her chakra, because those chains that she broke took a lot of chakra out of her. She needed to recover first, and that will take almost 3 to 4 years. On the other hand, back in Earth, everyone was inside the council room now. As Naruto was standing there, as a civilian asked, who are you? I'm Naruto. I am the voice of nature. I felt a lot of nature energy oozing off of that child, so I came here to check. I was in a slumber after I defeated Kaguya. As Hiruzen then said, so it is true, Naruto-sama. You are finally returning to your post as a guardian of nature then. Yes, little monkey, I am. How do you... My eyes are everywhere. The leaves, the grass, the trees are my agent. But they feel, see, and hear. I can hear, feel, as well. And you, said Naruto pointing towards Danzo, have caused a lot of hate, pain, and grief. You killed dozens of people. I can just smell it from far away. You will rot in hell one day. All in the name of your village, you say, but I can see deep down it was for your own interest. If I had to give you an advice, you should execute him or either imprison him with chakra suppression so he couldn't use that. Then Naruto had a thought. This time I guess I used that jutsu that Hagoromo invented as Naruto went in front of him as roots appeared and binded him on the wall. What are you doing with me? I'm an honored... As his mouth was tied then. He was in pain. He couldn't talk. He was in fear now because this person was nature and he just messed with nature. Well, Danzo was fucked. He knew that much. And he couldn't call his truth now. As Naruto did some hand seals and put 2 fingers on the middle of his forehead as a bright light glowed, and when it died down, Danzo was released. What did you do to me? From now on, you are hereby banished from the leverage of using chakra. I have taken it back. You cannot use it, Danzo. And your seals that were on your subordinates will be removed as well. No, no, damn you, damn you! As two root agents came and captured him, Hokage-sama. Your orders. Who are you? We were under his control because of those seals. We had to do what we had to do, even if we didn't want to. Otherwise, the seals will kill us. Please, we want to be reinstated as Konoha shinobis. There are more than 900 of us under his command, that boss, until this man freed us. Thank you, sir, said the person. There's nothing to worry about, Tenzo. How? I guess you have a connection to nature somehow. That is why you know me. Yes, nature speaks highly of you. And it is quite sad, and apologize the way you gained its power to manipulate wood. You can use wood release? Everyone turned towards Danzo. Yes, is there a problem with that? No, we just didn't knew. As for the child, I will teach her. She will be the next guardian of nature once I pass away. But what do you mean, Naruto-sama? Hiruzen said. As the civilians became quite stressed about that, the guardian deity of nature passing away. What will then happen to them? No. What will happen to the greenery? No. The fields from which they get their food. Oh no. They were now having all sorts of trouble. The mother of nature is returning. Sorry, chakra is returning. And she will be here to take her chakra back. The mother of the sage of the sixth spot. My once friend, now turned enemy. I will have to fight her all out. And I will have to defeat her. If not, then go down with her. Either way, I will pass on my mentality to this child. I will turn her immortal. Is that alright with you two? If you want to, I can make you two her subordinates. Guardians of nature as well. Soldiers more like it. You can stay with her forever. We are honored. Thank you, said Kushina, as Naruto tapped the three of them on forehead, as a leaf mark was engraved in their foreheads forever, as their hair started to have a green hue in them. A little bit. Kushina's red hair had a green tips at the end, and her violet eyes also had a green hue. As for Minato, same with his blonde hair and blue eyes. As for Mito, her half blonde, her half red hair also had now green streaks, and one green eye, and one blue. Is this? Yes, you are now immortals, and not only that, she is my successor in here. I will train her now. She will grow at rapidly pace. In 6 months she will be at the age of 10, which you normal humans can say. Everyone's jaws dropped, and 6 months did pass, and now Mito was 10 years of age, or looked like that, but in reality she was 6 months old. Nay, Gigi, when can I start my training? Does my little flower is that eager to train? Yeah, I wanna be cool shinobi, you know, Konomichi, Mito-chan, said her mother. Right, mom, I guess you're right, Konomichi. Nay, Gigi, when can I begin? Well, quite pasty and aren't we? Said Naruto, as everyone chuckled at that. And then and there, Naruto started to train because he felt a surge of chakra from the moon. His eyes narrowed. We are starting your training now, Mito-chan. And that Naruto did. For the next 3.5 years, Naruto trained Mito. And Mito was now at the age of 16, or looked like at least that. In reality, she was just 4.5 years of age. Already on par with Naruto. And same could be said for Minato and Kushina. As for Kyuubi was quite cozily adjusting to his new family as well, which was none other than Mito and two parents of hers. Kyuubi looked at Mito as her little sister and vowed to protect her because Gigi, or his Gigi's Gigi, made her his heir and placed the Kyuubi as her guardian, and then and there Kyuubi knew that he will protect this girl with all her might. For what was about to come, he had to. As Naruto went on to travel alongside with Mito, and her parents passing on the mentality back to, well, Hiruzen, who was guiding the village as they were traveling, and nobody bothered to raise their voices because they knew nature was involved. And if nature itself says that a catastrophe was about to approach them, they better let it do what it deemed necessary to keep them safe. And, well, that they did. As nature traveled, or Naruto traveled with Mito and her parents to the other villages, he met with their Bijus and Jinchurikis, and also eradicated the whole Akatsuki. Those who were redeemable were saved, those who wouldn't were dead at his hands. As the most hard one to get cracked or get at was none other than Iwagakure, and Naruto blessed them with nature and a lot of fruitful trees, which will never go barren or rotten ever again. The most happy were Iwa and Suna and Kiri as well. As for Kumo, they had a lot of that, so Naruto gave them lush green fields in which they can now plant many seeds to grow quite healthy crops, and they were happy and had an alliance with Naruto and Konoha. They formed peace. As Naruto gave all that credit to Mito, she was the beacon of hope for all of them and every villagers, and all Jinchurikis and Bijus now. And then, Naruto was one day meditating, as Kaguya appeared in front of him. "Hello, love. Kaguya. We've been over this. I had once love for you, woman, but you wanted to rule this world with fear. That I cannot do. You will listen to me, either way. I wanted to kill you and revive you and manipulate you, but I chose not to. You wanna know why? Because I see that you care for those who are precious to you. Aren't I precious to you, Naruto? You are, Kaguya. You always were. When I first saw you, I fell in love with you then and there. I wanted to protect you, but you were already taken, so I was there at your side as your best friend, and trained your sons, but then you killed them. And you turned dark. That asshole betrayed me by killing my only other friend. Our friend. That girl, I remember. What was her name? Her name was Hiro. She died protecting me. You know, he killed her. I know. And she is still buried in the heart of nature, in my home. I will protect her because she is my friend and was yours. So how is this going to be, Naruto? Are you going to stop me, or are you going to form an alliance with me to rule this world? Please, there has to be other way. There isn't. There can't be. As then and there, both of them fought with all their might, as, well, Kaguya used whatever was in her arsenal, dimension pool and everything, but she couldn't grasp Naruto because Naruto had trained and was stronger or on par with her. At the end, they fought for 2 weeks straight, without any rest, and they were panting now. Both of them were. Naruto, please. I don't want to hurt you. I can still go on, and I know you can't. Then please stop this. Please stop this madness. We can move away from here. Hide in the nature where you and I can live far away from their hatred. But my clan, they will come. We will be here to protect this world. With nature and your chakra, we both combined will protect them. Our legacy will protect them. They have to. You promise? I promise. As Kaguya got up, I lifted Naruto and hugged, and then cupped his cheeks and kissed him. After the kiss, both of them had blushed. That was amazing, said Kaguya, as Naruto also laughed. Yes, it was. And then they returned, and everyone, even the Bijus and their Jinchurikis and the whole 5 elemental nations, were shocked at what occurred. Naruto passed on the guardian of nature mentality to Mito, and she wholeheartedly accepted it, while becoming the next Hokage as well, at the age of 5, the youngest Hokage ever, or a Kage at that. But she was smarter and more agile. As for Naruto, after retiring from his duty, he married to Kaguya in Konoha's altar and moved far away, hidden within forest heart, after building his safe house, a haven for his children, their children for future to come, those who are going to protect this world and nature. and chakra from Otsutsuki's. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.